Green tea.
Welcome back to the channel, everybody, where we cover true crime, mystery to the missing. Alright, what is going on? Happy St. Paddy's Day and happy Monday to everybody. We're live a little bit early as it's an exciting day. We've got some major reveal. Lots to go over. As a lot of you guys know, we've been wondering about this 3 a.m. car for a long time now in the Sebastian Rogers case. A certain PI thought, transparency is not the best policy, but here I believe it is, especially after it's been a year and nothing has been done. Not to say law enforcement hasn't been doing anything. I'm sure they're working hard behind the scenes. Anyways, we did get our hands on some screenshots and some other things that I can kind of explain as we go through the video. But yes, we'll be revealing it. I have already tweeted out a couple of screenshots of the vehicle. There are some very interesting things about this car that we'll talk about. If you're my Patreon or member, you've kind of got a little sneak peek at it already, but there's more stuff to talk about this particular vehicle and potential connection to the Texas Roadhouse, which is huge in my opinion. So today is a huge live show. I cannot emphasize that enough because, one of the working theories, not just myself, but many others, is that a possible car was involved in his abduction because this child just didn't just walk off. There's just way too many cameras on that night, and in my opinion, there's just no way he could have gotten past through all of them unnoticed, barefoot, even socks on. Just no way. So anyway, I'll be honest with you because I got this stuff late last night. I've almost been up. I took like a 2-hour cat nap early this morning, but for the most part, I've been up all night because I've been trying to help the team, Dog's team, and all that. And so, of course, first thing I want to say is everything that I have, of course, TBI and Dog's team already has. So I just want to put that already out there. There's nothing I'm holding on to that they don't have. Luckily, I've built a good rapport with the locals and been privileged to be able to share a few screenshots of this vehicle. But I hope there's some good car enthusiasts / experts, mechanics in the chat because we need your help. Although I think we've got a pretty good idea on the make and model of this vehicle. We were close. It was a silver car. 4-door sedan, but we'll get to it. But first, we always like to attach, a small case to bigger cases. So real quickly, today's missing is Leilana Rollins, missing since March 10th. So just over a week, or week now. Just 18 years old, out of Mesa, Arizona. She also goes by Lucy. She went missing around 4 a.m. near her home, near Elliott Road in Meridian Road in Mesa. It says she does have medical conditions, which requires medication. She says she was carrying a backpack, a glucose monitor, and her family is concerned for her safety. Last seen wearing light blue shorts, pink top, and black boots. So I don't know if this is maybe a screenshot, because that does look like light blue. Yeah, that looks exactly what they have here. So maybe this is her leaving the home or something. But anyway, anybody out there in Arizona, I think it also said that she could be in Payson. Now, I don't know. We have it here in Utah. We have a Payson, Utah. Of course, Arizona, we're border. So I don't know if they mean Payson, Arizona, or if there's a Payson, Arizona, or if they mean Payson, Utah. It didn't clarify, but it just said Payson. I don't know if anybody can knows if there's a Payson in Arizona. But anyway, if you have any information, you can call 480-644-2211. All right. Yeah. Well, if I would think you would have better things to do, such as going out and searching, spreading flyers. It's a shame others do most of the work for these guys, but, hey, I guess it's more important to be, worried about calling in on a show than actually going out there and investing, putting your time into searching for this poor child. So, are you guys ready? Let's get going here. As always, thank you to my wonderful mods, because I know we start to get a lot of people in here. And let me know, is Nightbot's working? That's awesome. That should help out a little bit. Okay. It sounds like they're working on a car just outside my window. I'm hoping they're done, but hopefully you guys don't hear it. I probably will hear it. So if I get distracted, it's just because they're making loud noise. So anyway, let's get into it. Let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and skip to... Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Because I know people are going to be coming in here, so we'll kind of go over just some of the basics, and then we'll show the car. Let me just see here where I'm at here. Okay. So I just want to note, and I mentioned this many times in my previous lives, this is what we believe the car did, right? So I'm just going to play this because I know people are trickling in. I'm going to show the car here in just a sec. But, of course, that was... I believe this 3 a.m. car, drove up Kellen Lane and quickly turned around. And now we know a lot more, which we'll get into here soon. But that car went up Kellen pretty fast. And from what I understand, turned around pretty fast. I don't know what would be the reason why you're going... So what, it's 20 in a residential. So, I mean, that car was easily going 30 miles an hour up Kellen, give or take. Very interesting. And as we've said all along, from many, many months ago, that it looked like this car drove up Kellen, turned around, came back down, then something nefarious, whether it let some people out, somewhere around this area here. They went into the backyard. Again, this is kind of speculation based on some facts that we have, so it's kind of putting pieces together. But of course, at that time, SF had no problem showing us the DoorDash driver, the actual driver himself, even though he blurred out the face and the license plate, but he showed the vehicle. But yet, this car, which is going really fast, even if he didn't have this, block here, there's no way we're going to be able to identify the driver, right? Unless we had like a license plate. But he still went as far as to, block this, right? And so to me, of course, being hired by the Proud Feet just raises even that much more suspicion as to why would he go that, do that. So, and it's So
more potential.
Way. All right, so let me let that play for just a second, and the car is going to come up here in just a minute. Just want to make sure I get the screen big enough for you guys. I did tweet out. I put it in the chat. I guess I should have pinned it, but I did tweet out 2 screenshots because I know some people will probably take clips from my video, which is fine. But for those that may want to have just a slightly better, I mean, it's not going to be too much better quality again because it's, it's heavily zoomed in, and because the car is going really fast, you're not, it's not going to be a perfect, picture of a car, but we do have some really interesting details about this car. So if you can hit that like button, let's get up to 1,000. So here we go.
Time in that window.
Okay, just
Seth
getting ready.
Rogers.
All right.
I'm pretty sure Chris,
All right, you guys ready? So remember, the PI here's. Remember when I asked him, like, this is his response when I asked him, after he put out the photo of the 2, and I asked him, like, well, can you show the car without it being edited out, or release some clips? But of course, this was his response. I'm not going to read the entire thing, but he says, we know who owns the vehicle and where it went, and it did not pick up Sebastian. Pretty strong statement, but again, as far as I know in the community, nobody knows who this car is. They know the other car that came at 3:30, but as far as I know, no one knows who this car is. And I would think the community that lives there in the neighborhood, which of course SF has gone on to explain that, it's not foreign to the neighborhood, yet the neighbors have no idea who this car is, right? So it's not adding up. All right, so once again, that was his, his thing here, and here you guys go. And like I said, I had to do a lot. I've built a big rapport with the locals out here. This is 3 a.m. This is not 3:30. This is 3 a.m. Well, technically 2:58. 2:58. By the time it comes back around, we may eventually find that out. And if I can release that, I've told you guys before. Speaking with the sources, the person looked at the footage and said that the car, from when it goes up killing and comes back down, it's really fast. And I've seen a small clip. This car is, like I said, so it's 20 miles in the residential. This car's hauling, right? It's going pretty fast. So here it is, silver car, just like we always talked about since 8 months ago plus. There's a couple of screenshots. And on cue, someone's still in a car outside. Not really. Anyway, now this is the big one. In my opinion, this is huge. This gives a lot more details about the car. So hopefully we've got some car enthusiasts and experts in the chat. But we have a pretty good idea on the make and model. But it helped all come together. So one thing I noticed right away, and let me know if you guys agree. Do you notice the right tail light is much brighter than the left tail light? Almost as if it's out. And if that's true, that's huge. Because, in an unidentified car, the biggest thing you want to try to get is some kind of a unique identifier to the car. If you don't have a license plate or whatever, some kind of identifier for the car, a dent, special rims, something unique to the car. But yeah, does that not look like And I'll explain why it still looks lit up like this. And this is where it makes it very unique of a car. Is this looks like it's LED lights on the back. So once again, there it is. And I run some bunch of filters. I don't think the hubcaps are missing, but this is what I think is what we have here is a silver Honda Accord 2023, 11th generation. And they have the LEDs that go across, right? And let me know, again, for those that are, because I'm not a big car guy myself. But this is what we believe, at least myself anyway, believe this is a silver Honda Accord 2023 has this particular LED, not all of them, but a certain portion do. Puff Muffin says LED tail lights but halogen front bulbs. Interesting. No, that's excellent workers. Thank you. And again, it's a team effort. But notice, even as it moves, I only have just a couple screenshots of it, but even as it moves, again, I mean, that is so much brighter than the left one. To me, that's got to be out. And that's got to be huge. Did somebody see a vehicle, maybe not in this neighborhood, but maybe, that night, they remember like, oh, I remember seeing a vehicle with, one of the taillights out, right? Of course, now it's a year later, but again, assuming if this car is involved, this would be huge. So then... there's a lot more. Hippie says, yep, that LED strip gives the ambient light on the left, even though the left main tail light is out. Thank you, Hippie. Yeah, that's what... So I was speaking with one person, one of my friends who's, I wouldn't say a car expert, but he knows his cars. And that's what I sent him this screenshot, and that's what he said. He's like, yeah, that's probably means it's got an LED strip, so it'll still look like it's, it's still lit up, but the left whatever is out, which is huge. No, this is, someone say Darts Charger. No, this is likely a silver Honda Accord. And then, I mean, it's possible. I mean, I will look into it after. Matter of fact, I'll write it down. As I will look at it if you got a year, but we're pretty set on this Hyundai, silver Honda. But then there's something that even more interesting, or just as interesting. So this is them arriving at the Texas Roadhouse, right? Now, you guys have seen most of the footage, but I think they've been holding on to a little bit of footage. I could be wrong. I believe they have all the footage. I just don't think they have shown all of it, and there may be a reason why. But they did share something that has been put out on TikTok, so I'm going to show you. But just after they arrive, so they just went into the Texas Roadhouse. There's a vehicle that goes by right here. Now, this is not in the footage. Again, this is something that was sent to me by the team. It is also out on TikTok somewhere. But this car is seen not long after they go in. And this appears to be a silver Honda. And I believe that might be like the sunroof maybe popped up a little bit or something. Kind of weird. We got 2 screenshots of it. Let me know, anybody in the chat, if they agree or disagree. Because they're thinking this is also a silver Honda Accord. Yeah, we'll put them together. I've got another screenshot so you can see the light of it as well. So that car goes by, and apparently goes by a couple times from what I understand. So here's one more shot of it, and we'll look at it close again. I just kind of wanted to show you guys where it was driving by so you guys kind of understand it. Car guy, you know, you got to trust the YouTube name. Silver Honda Accord with sunroof and chrome trim on black cell window. Interesting. Yes, Maui-san. Correct. I wish they would show one more screenshot where we could see the, where it's, where we could see the rear of it. I don't know if maybe I can text them, or not text them, email them and see if maybe they'd send me one more screenshot where the car is, a little bit more forward so we could see the back. You know what I mean? Because what I noticed, I'll show you guys here. Because remember, the one has the tail light out, and it's just a little too hard to tell if this tail light is actually like fully working, right? Because that would be the big clue, right? If that tail light is out. So now I have it flipped. I do that because I'm now going to overlay it. But here's another shot. Of course, it's just flipped. It's the same car. Just flipped the other way. Mirrored. Right? Make sure you guys can see that okay. Yeah, because that is a sunroof, right? Kind of opened up. Because I thought that was weird. I'm like, God, that's so weird. Like, usually you think the rooftop is flat. But I did notice, I guess you can kind of, I guess it kind of bends up or something. I don't know. I did see a couple of screenshots when I was looking up Honda Accords that did have that. But then look at this tail light. So, wait, no. So look how it's got its light on, right? Now remember, it's mirrored, right? So this is really the left headlight. So this is the driver's side here. Looking at sunroof deflector. And then, see, I just wish, because it's so tough, because if that headlight is on, and car enthusiasts, let me know, if that headlight is on, wouldn't that mean they've got their lights on, or daytime running lights, whatever? And we should know if that tail light is on or off. Now, I guess it's going to be a little bit harder because it's still kind of like daytime. But, I mean, I could run some filters, especially if this car was moved forward just a little bit, so we could see the back of it more, right? But remember, this is the left side. And if that light would be out, correct me if I'm wrong, if that's not on, then that would mean that's like a 1-to-1 match. So what do you think? Car enthusiast, what do you got? Honda Accord, anybody else got something different? Oh, thank you so much, Mike. Thank you so much, Maria. Just looking. We got more here. Opens our sunroof in February. Yeah. All right. No, this is big news. This is huge. How do we know the tail light is out? Okay, so he must have just came in. We'll show you. Someone's saying a Toyota. Yeah, Honda Accord. Yeah, Honda Accord. Yeah, that's what I've been getting. Honda Accord. So here's me overlaying that, and then I'll take a stock one and overlay it, because this one, it's kind of hard because it's not, it's a little bit more top view, right? So let me play that. NJ's, thank you so much for gifting a Mob Crew membership. God bless you, sweetheart, and thank you so much for your hard work. Jocelyn, 2 years. God bless you. Happy anniversary, and thank you so much for your amazing hard work. Back that up. That goes really fast. Ginger Bell, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. That means the world. It does help this channel out. We'll talk about the other case we're working on the side that we're going to help with here this year. Nanette, we will find you, Sebastian. Yes, I love the attitude. Thank you so much. And Rosa, God bless you. Thank you so much for the $1.99. Okay. All right. It goes a little fast. Guess I should have done this a little bit slower. I wonder if I can... Here, you know what I'm going to do? Give me 1 second. Okay. Let me go to slower. Okay. So here's me overlaying the car there. Now, keep in mind, when you overlay cars, you could really make it look like... You could take a lot of different sedans and make them look like they fit, right? So keep in mind, when you do overlays, it's really just kind of approximation, Of course, you could take a lot of different cars, so keep that in mind. Garden says, looks like a sunroof visor, not open sunroof, though. Yeah, that's what I was wondering, because I'm like, man, that is kind of weird. Like, it does. It looks different, right? Interesting. So, again, here is the vehicle. And, again, car enthusiasts, let me know. Again, I'm pretty sure this is an LED light with the rear part of the car, where we've got the right tail light working, but clearly it should be the same brightness on the left, but it's not. But I think it'll still kind of light up because you have all the other lights going through the middle, right? There's me overlaying kind of a Hyundai from the side there. Let me slow this down just a little bit more. There we go. Shirley says those are the same lights in a Toyota Camry. Yeah, I'm sure there's a few others that have those. But if that left light is out, then I would think that would be huge. Again, there's... God, even when I slow it down, it's... I guess I went a little bit faster, but... Here's me taking an actual stock model. Fits pretty good. Now, keep in mind, one may think, oh, well, this has got some, longer lights, with the brake lights. But keep in mind, it's only because it's motion blur. Keep in mind, this is, it's probably half of what you're seeing when it comes to this brake light or tail light, whatever you want to call it. Keep in mind, it's not this long. This is your basic motion blur, because this car is hauling. Okay, it's going, so again, residential 20 miles an hour. This thing's going at least 30 miles an hour. Very suspicious. Straight up to a dead end, and then it's going to turn right back around. In my opinion, one of the reasons you may want to do that, if you were involved, is you're not going to drive and go Miss Daisy down the neighborhood knowing that there's all these people with cameras, right, that are going to capture your vehicle and get, good looks at them. But if you're hauling down the street so you can turn around, they're not going to get, they're going to have something more like this where it's a little bit more harder to clean up because you're moving so fast, right? Now, of course, law enforcement's got a lot better technology that can kind of clean this up a little bit better, right? But still, like I said, the fact that this car is going fast is very suspicious. So maybe we'll do a poll here and get an idea of what people think. So here it is. Just a couple of screenshots of it moving. I cannot show the whole video. I had to build a lot of trust just to be able to show you what I showed you there, guys. I'm not going to burn. Finding Sebastian is much more important than trying to, be all, look what I got. I got all this stuff. And anyway, the only difference that you'll notice if I were to play the whole video is you'll just see a car flying by, right? But there's reasons why right now I will not show that, because that's, again. So we got more, but I think we should do a poll, right? See what you guys think, because I know there's probably a lot of people that have mentioned different cars, but I'd like to kind of get an idea. So give me a second. I'm just going to play this for a second. And I do have one more screenshot that I'll show at the end. What kind of car? I think I can only put 3 when I'm in this one. Honda Accord. Nissan. Adoption. Dodge Charger. Mercedes. I'm gonna have to group some together here. The ones that I saw. Something else. Okay, here we go. Start poll. Hopefully I got that right. So I got Honda Accord at the top. That's what I believe. I think the back, and again, let me know in the chat. Yeah, I know the Dodge Charger does have that that kind of that LED backlight. And maybe next live I'll kind of look into that. I did write Dodge Charger down. Export hybrid, yeah. That again. Don't know all the very specifics, right? I mean, I just got this last night. Same with the team. Everybody's kind of working. I'm trying to do other things on the side, to try to help Honda Accord's at the top. Cool gray Honda Accord at the top. Let's see. Cool gray. Let's see. Honda Accord. Then we go images. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I've seen. Yeah, where is that? Let me go 11th generation. I think I might have a full picture of it in my folder. Is that it right there? No, that one looks further back. Those kind of look like it. No, it's the same one. Yeah, I know what you're saying. If you have a more specific Google, I have seen that though. But here, because yeah, clearly it's got. Oops, no, it'd be more like this. Clearly, it has something more like this. Right. Let's see. Dodge Charger. 2022. What's the generation on that? Oh, let's do rear. Rear view. Yeah. Nope. Does. Wait, let's look at the side view of that though. Wait, hold on. Yeah, it's got the lights that stick out. Yeah, I mean, that one not as much. I mean, it does have it. Doesn't have the lights that stick out, but I'm sure there's other models that probably do. Let's see, where are we at? Oh wow, it's pretty big. 73%, 200, almost 300 votes. But yeah, I'll look at it for sure. I'll look at Charger. Obviously, if you're replaying, put it down in the comments after the show. You know, if I get time, I'll definitely see if we can do some other overlays. Yeah, the overlays. Yeah. So this is what piques my interest as well with the whole possible left tail light being out in some regards, because I mean, at least from what I've some of the people that I reached out to, they said, yeah, that looks like the left tail light is clearly out in some fashion. And the reason why I think that's also big is because you know, the car is seen. You know, we have this 3 a.m. vehicle, right? Make sure you guys can see it here, and then we'll go back to the car here in just a second. But one of the things, because as you guys know, most of you guys know, I've stared at this damn thing for hundreds and hundreds of hours now. And the biggest thing that always bothered me is we should be able to just see the headlight, the source of the headlight. Like, that should be like the brightest part of the car, but it's like, it's almost like it's not there. And we're just seeing, whatever the light is illuminating, right? I mean, we should have this big ball. And maybe this could be part of it, but it just doesn't make sense why it'd be blacked out, So, one of my theories, and it took a long time, but I found a picture from another surveillance camera that's kind of set up in a similar fashion as the one that's there on Stafford Court, right? That captures not only this suspicious car, but the lights in the background. But it's all due to the design of this driveway. One, the camera is down at an angle. Two, the driveway itself also at an angle. And then you have the road. So you have, kind of like this, right? So what that creates, in my opinion, is we're not really seeing this car from a side view. This is my theory. Like we do with the vehicles, which we'll see here in just a second. Is that all right? So we're not seeing, a vehicle from the side here, right? Because remember, we're thinking, oh, it's, a vertical tail light. I don't think that's the case. I think it's so, if you look on the picture to the right here, this is not the same driveway. This is just a random neighborhood, just a random surveillance footage I found. And it's kind of got the same setup. It's got a security camera in the driveway. The driveway itself is on an incline, right? And then the street itself is obviously, at a different level. So I think, if you had the car, because remember, think that this would be like the Dodge, sitting right here. And then we'd have like the white truck, which would be side view. But I think with the vehicles that are actually in the street, because you have that kind of like V or whatever you want to call it, we're getting more of a top-down view, top-down like side view. Very word salad, but so again, I think we're really getting something like this. And then if that's the case, this is where it gets, in my opinion, a little bit more exciting, because if this is more of the possibility of what we're seeing, then that means that even further confirms that we're only seeing really the right part of the tail light up and not the left side. Again, just theory. Let me know what you think in chat, but at the very least, it is not a perfect side view like we do in the driveway, because clearly this car is now on a different level, which is going to give us more kind of looking down on it. So, and again, could that just be more of the right side of the tail light being lit up and not the left? Again, just theory. And keep in mind, there's just so much that's lost in that video, right? Yeah, I mean, the original guy says that he can see the vehicle. So I do almost wonder if it's almost something like this, where we're kind of seeing like the right part of this LED light on the rear, and it's missing the left part. Again, just theory. Someone says Honda Civic moonroof. Maybe. But again, this car, for those that are just coming in, this car is hauling butt up this road. And keep in mind, it's almost up towards the T, right? So again, what's the purpose of this car at 3 a.m. rushing up the neighborhood, just to turn around moments later and rush back down, right? Nobody's getting, Uber Eats at 3 a.m. So that would have happened. They would have came forward, obviously, just like the DoorDash driver, right? Pocahontas says Lexus. I'll write that down just to have. 2000 model. But I think the big clue is the rear part of the car. It's clear that's one of those LED setups. Yeah, Civics are a little bit. Yeah, I guess they're a little bit more compact, right? Yeah, that is a great point. Autism says, thank you for showing us, Chris. Of course, because, the biggest thing is, let's just say this driver has nothing to do with it. It'd be great to get this out there and say, hey, look, if you're the driver that was there 3 a.m. in the morning, maybe if you could contact DOG or TBI, and maybe they can say, hey, look, we know this driver, because I'm not going to believe SF because, he's already lied a bunch of times and lost major credibility, in my opinion. So here's another, like I said, I was trying to run some different filters of the car. Some may look better than others. Again, I'm just playing around with what I could. I think this really, right here, this was probably my best work with accentuating how the difference, right? I mean, there's just clearly, that's just, and that's the whole video. It's obvious. That was the first thing I noticed as it's going by. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. Like, why is that one side so much brighter, right? That doesn't make sense. Yeah, there may be a way to kind of clean up the rims. It's tough, with it being dark. But yeah, I think that would be a great identifier as well, the rims. Keep in mind, I'm not a huge car guy, so I'm just kind of winging it here. Okay, let me play this. Charlie, thank you so much for the $4.99. God bless you. Samantha Joy, great name. God bless you. Thank you so much for becoming a member. Melanie Flowers, thank you so much for gifting a Mob Crew membership. God bless you. Direct Current, thank you so much for becoming a member and supporting the channel. Carol, always a huge supporter of this channel. Chris, the 3M car has a sunroof guard. So is that what that's called then? It's a sunroof guard. Let's look that up. Because, yeah, that's been bothering me.
This is the order and things.
Oh, my Lord. That's what I sound like when I'm drugged up. The video's super slowed down. I forgot I got the audio. I have, we'll play one thing and then we'll go back and recap because I'm sure some people missed what we had in the beginning. But, yes, sunroof guard. Sandra says, this is next level, Chris. You are a dead set legend. Thank you, Sandra. Back at you. Thank you so much, Direct Current, for the membership and the super chat. Peggy, thank you so much for the membership. Auburn says, hoping Sebastian is found soon. It's been way too long. Prayers, answers are coming. Could not agree more. Kathy says, can you zoom in enough to see the emblem on the rims? Emblem. It is really hard. Maybe we could do a little something at the end here. But it is super dark. but I can't guarantee anything. But I think that's a great idea. And thank you, Kathy. Saucy, thank you so much for the $20 super chat. Samantha says the car has its high beams on at the Texas Roadhouse in the neighborhood images. Yeah, that's why I would love to see one more photo of it move forward so we could see that tail light more. Maybe I can email the team and let them know. So let's go back just in case you missed the beginning. Again, keep in mind this thing is going pretty fast. So yeah, let's look at this Texas Roadhouse again, see what you guys think here. Hyundai Elantra. Yeah, possible. Again, remember, I'm not the car guy, but I'll try to keep a lot of these in mind. Again, I think the main working theory is the Hyundai Accord. I know we were, talking about the Nissan Altima Sentra, even though they have very close body types. But I think what gives it more about the vehicle is the rear of it, right, where we can see the tail lights, which I think definitely cancels out a lot of makes and models. So again, if you missed it in the beginning, and again, this was released by Hindsight on TikTok. I always want to say Twitter. So just let's see. They arrived at like 1720. I think it's 1720. So they just arrived here. Let me speed this up a little bit now. Nope. Don't do that. Here we go. So they arrive. Oh. So they get there, and this, like I said, they have uploaded most of the footage, but of course, they have all of the footage, but there is some footage I think they've still held on to, and I think maybe for good purpose. But as you can see, not long after the guy, and you can actually see right here when this car comes. So you can see when this truck arrives. So notice the left truck here. So you can see when this actually happens, because I don't actually have the footage. It's not out there right now. I just have the 2 screenshots. So notice how the truck, he's just arriving, and they're about to get out. So you can kind of get an idea of when this car had come by. So notice they're just getting out of the vehicle, but obviously that's not what we're focused on. We're focused on this. And so somebody's saying that's a sun guard. Let's take a look at that. Close those out. Accord with sunroof guard. Is that what it would be? Sunroof guard. Oh yes, that is what it is. Oh, there it is. So now, does that go up or down, or does that just stay there? So that should be pretty unique in depending on how tall that is. I want to get a side, a Sunguard roof side view. Give me a side view of this Sunguard. Come on, I can't get a ground view. I get a top view. Can you give me a side view on the ground? No? Maybe? I'd sure love to give me pictures of it. Is there a particular model? Sorry, guys. I'll check chat here in just a second. I'm just looking. It's so weird. Wind deflector. Oh, it's okay. It's a wind deflector. Okay, wind deflector. Why can't I know I've seen some pictures. Why do I have to have top views? Why can't I see it from the side? Can anybody tell me, does they go up or down? Oh, no. So that's just like is that like an aftermarket thing that you just pop in, right? Ask for 360 pics, yeah. So, okay. So this is kind of like, what, like an aftermarket or maybe not aftermarket, but or both, I guess. Moonroof. Why can't I just have a picture of it from ground level? I just want to see how high it sticks up, but anyway, okay, that's what it is. I agree. That is definitely what it is. So the light is on, right? Is that daytime or high beam? I mean, it looks like daytime. And we got one more photo. So again, this is just shortly after they went in. And we got one more here. And I would love to see, so I guess this is the further one. Yeah, it's the further one out. What do you guys think? Do you think that light is out? Is it on? Or is it, again, so daytime, right? Daytime. I'm trying to click on that. Look at rims, right? Again, you got to remember in the footage, the car is flying, right? So it's almost, I want to say possible, but again, that was kind of on my mind when I was looking at it. We'll take another look at it, but again, I wish, again, maybe if I can reach out, if they could show one more screenshot with it move forward where, you know, we could get a better look at the back, right? To see, because that'd be like the dead ringer, right? If the left tail light isn't like on. Can you get the emblem off the rims? Now, is the emblem, I'm assuming the emblem's in the middle, right? Which right now, this quality, I can't. You know what? Let me write that down so I can send that to him. Look at rims emblem. I'll send that over to the team. let them know. Check email. Okay. All right. Okay, let me let this play. In a second. Let me pull this up. All right. Boop. Boop. Okay. Playback. Speed. Slower. Fine. Okay, it's about to show the car here. All right, I'm going to just check my email. Outlook. Alright. It's me kind of overlaying some stuff. Okay, that's going way too fast. Speed, slower. Slower. Okay. Oh. Yeah, okay, there we go. Okay, 2022 Honda Accord. Oh, yeah, I was looking at that one too. Yeah, because it doesn't have the full lights. That's funny. I think I have like the same photo. Oh, yeah, that looks like a Nissan Altima. I think you sent me a Nissan Altima there. Okay, 2022 Honda Accord, midsize. Yep. I was in chat, but I thought I'd send you a picture. Looks like the one in Texas Roadhouse. Yeah, the only thing is yeah. Oh, wait a minute. What do I got here? Oh my God! Oh shit. Okay. Oh my God, we got the photo. Oh shit. Okay. Here we go. Oh, those are perfect. Oh, thank you so much. I don't know if you want me to say your name or not. Thank you to those that sent me the more pictures from the Texas Roadhouse. Holy shit. Okay. All right, let's pause for a minute. Let's leave up. This is probably my best one right here. Let's leave this up. Okay, I'll get to chat here in just a minute. But okay, let's go with this one first. Oh God, these are good quality too. Oh, God bless you. Whoa. That doesn't look like it's on. Now, again, I'm not a car expert. Should that be on right now? Let me look at the other one. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. So we can kind of see some light, but I don't see light right here. What do you guys think? Like, I don't... Oops. Ah. Okay. Oh, okay, I've got it. All right, let me do this. Okay, let me just... Whoop. What do you guys think? And then let's add in this one. Which one's... Yeah, this one here. Okay. Definitely need car expert's advice here. Okay. I know I've got a goulash of stuff going on here. Okay. So it appears it's got daytime running lights. I really don't see a light here, but I do see kind of the light here. But is that just because it's now we're starting to see the more of the back of it, and that's just kind of more of the LED? What do you guys think? Looks like the left corner is dented. Yeah, it does. I don't know. It's tough to say, but what do you guys think? I mean, that doesn't even look like it's lit up right there. And then this one. Okay, let me do this again. Oh, no. Oh, God. Are you kidding me? There you go. What do you guys think? That's the light on there. Yeah, that's the brake light. Yeah, so I'm just wondering, what any car enthusiast out there, does that look like the tail light is out, and this is more just the LED from the middle, kind of getting illuminated here? I think that's the same car. That's why the light is out. Oh, you're saying this could even be a reflection? I mean, it's such. I mean, that'd be really weird for a reflection though, because it's perfectly, like, right where the LED lines are. But it's possible reflection. I mean, again, it's the LED in my opinion. Running lights only. Running light on, brake light out. I mean, if that's the case, then that is the car. This could be epic. Yeah, let's hit that like button. Let's get this up. Let's get those information. I mean, I could care less about donations, although, I mean, this is my job and my living, but I'd rather help Sebastian and get this information to people that may know what they're doing and maybe can tip this in, say, hey, this is what I've seen on this channel. This is, I think this is definitely the car, or, or maybe not. Again, I don't want to be biased and, go all in. Yeah, that does look like it is kind of damaged right there. It's weird. It's thank you to whoever sent that in. Thank you so much. Could be just brake light out, just running light on. Yeah, again, like I said, I'm not a huge car. Reflection. Yeah. Chris, is there any way that what is going on across the center could be a reflection off from a stainless piece? A lot of people saying reflection. I mean, I don't know what would be reflecting, right? Like, let's see, the sun. So, trying to think out the parking lot. So we can look at the shadow. Shadows are going. So the sun is on the other side. So east, west. So to the left is our west. And the sun is beginning to set. So it wouldn't be from the sun. Again, I guess the other question would be, well, okay, here, let's okay. Yeah, I'm just trying to think here. Do I have it in here? Yes, I do. Okay. Oh no, it's at night. Damn it. I was gonna say, look at other cars. Oh wait, I do have it in the video though. Hold on. Un momento, por favor. Okay, let's see. We have a couple cars that go by. Do we have the same thing that happens? We have a truck. I see the truck. See, I see the truck light on. Let me slow this down real quick. Okay, so here comes the truck. It's got its lights on. So this one's got its lights on. And clearly, brake tail lights are active. Yeah, that's not a reflection. No reflection. No. What do you guys think? Again, I'm no expert. This is that'd be very wild. I am gonna see if I can try to spot this sun guard in the footage. Again, there's a couple of areas where I could attempt to try to see if I can wouldn't be the right word. Try to figure use a certain spot that it passes to see if it has that sun guard, but it's so tough because it's moving so damn fast. The vid I emailed, the car passes more than once. It's the actual vid, not screenshot. Oh, I've got a video? Is this from a different person? Oh, that's the right hand side. Oh, it's that car? Is that the same car? Okay. Hold on. Sucks because it's coming the other way. It's got the sun guard on it. Certainly looks like it does. It's tough. Wait, hold on. I need the one with the sun guard. I need to flip it. What do you guys think? Same car? Remember, it's darker out now, so it's going to look different. It looks close. I'd have to watch that video on that. What time is that? That's 18:25. 1825. Okay. All right. That's 1825. Again, not sure if that's the same car or not. Could be. Okay. Screenshot. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just going through my email here for a second. Yeah, not sure. I wrote down that time. All 1825. 1825. I don't have that. I mean, I know I have it, but I just may not have it on this one. No, it just cuts off just before that, I think. 1825. I know I have it, but that's not the right one. Okay, let me get to chat here. This is, I mean, to me, this is exciting because, again, to tell that person, you know, if there is no connection, hopefully the driver could come forward, and then that's just one thing to knock off the list. But in my opinion, this is all added up to the story that we've heard from the very beginning. And then the fact that this car is like just cruising down Kellen Lane and then quickly turning back around. So suspicious. Scales of Justice, good to see you. Thank you so much for becoming a member. The car has its high beams on at the Texas Roadhouse and in the neighborhood images. Interesting. Samantha Joy says, I looked up the rims on the 23 Honda Accord and it looked like they're a flower shape. Can we see if the rim shape, in fact, is flower shaped? We could try, but I don't want to get your hopes up because, again, the car is going just so fast that everything just kind of blurs together. You know what I mean? It's just like, you know, when something fast goes by, it's, you know, even if you really try to slow it down, it's still kind of, all the pixels start just kind of, you know, blending together. AMC, thank you so much. God bless. Douglas, a car like that with a sun guard, dented bumper, and tinted windows shouldn't be hard to law enforcement to find, hopefully. Couldn't agree more, right? If this is connected. Marlene says Dodge Dart. No, there's no audio. Oh. Okay. Oh. Okay. All right. Got sent something from the team. I might have to do this after the show. I got sent a car that they want me to look at. Interesting. I'll see if I can pull it up. Chevy Malibu, 2020 Chevy Malibu. Whoa, man, we're getting a lot in here. Hyundai Elantra. I will look at some others. I promise. I've been writing them down. Still, to me, I think Honda Accord is the closest. Dodge Charger. One last thing I'll show you guys here. Again, one more good look at that. And one last thing. Okay, 1 second. Okay. I gotta play it really slow. Really, really, really slow. Okay, bear with me, guys. No, don't come up. Is it moving? Yeah, it's moving. Okay. It's going to pop up here in just a second. All right, so here is where you can kind of see the body type. Again, it's going to be hard to get the rims just right or cleared out. But I might be able to figure out if it's got any kind of sun guard, because when the car passes... So there's a couple of things the car passes in front of. And so there's part of the reason why, I have to be respectful and not show certain things. Of course, the team has all that stuff. But when it passes, let's say if it passes in front of a car, right? So just one more time here. So... Oops, let me go back real quick here. So, again, I'm just working with a couple of screenshots here. Oh, I'm full screen. Dang it. Hold on. So, one of the biggest issues is, and let me do it when it's not got all the overlays in it real quick here. Okay. So one of the biggest issues is when it's out in the open and it's moving, right? You have the giant bright light and you have the tail light, and because it's moving so fast, you get, and of course, the bigger the light source, the bigger the motion blur you're going to get, right? Which is now going to create even more, sorry, I got an itch. My eyeball. It's going to create even more issues with the car itself, right? Because if you start turning up the brightness, well, what you do is you start turning up this giant ball of light, right? And same thing with the tail light. And so it's really hard. But if it passes by, say, through in front of another car, and just as it's starting to peek out, it allows me to be able to see the vehicle much better, at least the top, right? Because notice how we can't really see the top right here. No matter how much I try. I mean, I've only had this for maybe 8 hours and only had maybe 4 hours to play with it and try to figure it out. But when it passes through enough that blocks either the entire light source or either the front or the back, and as it's coming out or just before it's entering, once it gets blocked, it covers that light source that's basically blinding me, right? And so anyway, what I'm doing behind the scenes is as it's passing through a couple of things, I am trying to get the outline. And then if I can do that, and then I have to speak with the team, and of course, the people that sent me this, I have to speak to them first before I share anything else, because I had again, I have built a strong rapport, and you know, again, I've been privileged to be able to see this when they really wouldn't want a lot of people, you know, because the place that this came from, you know, people are a little bit on edge because they know that, you know, there's people out there attacking the neighbors, or, you know, or going online, not personally, but you know what I mean, on social media. And, you know, they just don't want any more of that drama stuff. But they, of course, they want to help in any way they can. So, anyway, hopefully I explained that the best. Again, keep in mind, I've only had like 2 hours of sleep in the last 32 plus hours, 24 hours. Yeah, I'm going to have to look at something here. Susan says, thank you, Chris, for your hard work. God bless. Thank you, guys. I couldn't do anything without your guys' support. A car like that with... oh, I already got yours, Douglas. Okay. I just wanted to make sure I got everybody here. So the census is a Honda Accord, 58%. Nissan Toyota... Oh, hey, come back here. 19%. Dodge Charger and Mercedes, 5%. Something else, 18%. So, again, if you can, after the show, if you got a car, put it in the comments below. I will try to get as many as I can. Oh, I love Carrie that remembered the crispy. Yeah. I don't. I kind of believe I know what you're talking about, but I don't know what car. But I've heard about that. Oh, right. Maybe if anybody has that footage, again, I don't want to step on anybody's toes because I'm not sure who sent me those clips, and I don't know if that's part of the team or, you know, somebody else that has that. So, but if they are part of the team and they want to send me that, I'll be happy to look at behind the scenes, of course. The Honda would have an H on the front. Right. Thank you so much, Susan. Oh, I think I got yours earlier, but thank you, sweetheart. Husband says Honda. Yeah, a lot of people, I would say the majority is Honda. I know we've got a lot of others, and I did write some down. Challenger is 2-door, Charger is 4 doors. You know, thank you, Christy. I know you're saying that to AJ, but you know what? I always get those two mixed up, so I'm always going to remember Charger 4 doors. Interesting. Okay, Mama. Okay, you sent me the video? Hold on. All right. If I got the video. Oh. Oh, okay. I got the video. Okay, now it came in. Maybe it just... Okay, thank you. Okay, you are part of the team. Okay. All right, guys. We'll go a little bit longer. Let's see. Okay, I gotta... Thank you so much. What am I doing? Where's the download? There it is. Okay. Okay, here we go. All right, little behind the scenes magic here. It's the best way to do this. Oh god, because I moved all that. Okay. Yep. That's okay. That is okay. Alright. Video. What am I? Oh, there it is. Okay. Alright. Yoink. Yoink. Ooh, gosh. Is this going to be bad quality? Oh, no. Okay. Just make it a little bit. You know what? Give me a second here. I'm just trying to make this. Screw it. Okay. Let's see. Let's get it to the vehicle here. There it is. Okay. There's the vehicle. Right. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Okay. Round that up. Okay, yeah, it's got its lights on. Okay. Then so I'm gonna take that out. I'm gonna take 1 second. We'll get the full picture here. Oh. Little behind the scenes magic here. Slow it down a little bit. Okay. Yeah, let me zoom them all out. Yeah? Okay. Alright. I need to flip this one. Actually, let me flip this one here. Okay, almost ready. Almost ready. Work with me. Why is it? There we go. Okay, let me just see. Okay, I think I'm trying to be too ambitious here. Okay, so let's look at this together. Starting here. Okay. Here we go. Here comes the car. You'll see it here in just a second. 3, 2, 1. Okay, there's the front. Definitely looks like it's got its lights on. Let me know how the front looks. If that looks different from a Honda or something else. Is it a sun guard or is that just really a sunroof? I mean, it looks more like a sun guard. Fortunately, it's not the best quality. Yeah, it looks... That's tough to say. It does look like it has its lights on. Which that may not be the best quality, unfortunately. That is tough. What do you guys think in chat? You guys think that looks like a Honda? I'll play it again. Oh. Fortunately, this is not the best quality. But I'm grateful for whatever. It's weird. It doesn't look like the sunroof or that guard is not really a guard. Now it just kind of looks like a sunroof, which is weird. That's interesting. I mean, I'm kind of 50-50 on that. One more time. Looks like a Chevy Malibu. Mercedes, Impala. Oh boy, we're all over the map on this one. Say no to Honda. No to Honda, huh? Yeah, look at the front. It's got that curve. Is it what's got that curve, you know, in the front? Doesn't that look like, you know what I'm talking about, right on the bumper there? Doesn't that look like it's got the curve on it? Right there? I mean, it could be just a bad quality and it just doesn't look like it's round. Doesn't like a Chevy Malibu do that? The grill is wrong for a Honda. Rule out BMW. Yeah. Yeah, it's tough to say. It's a little bit harder. Unfortunately, it's not the best quality. Again, I'm still grateful that you guys sent it. Yeah. Again, if anything, it rules out one car, but we still have the 3M car, you know, which in my opinion, until someone comes forward with this car saying that, oh yeah, this was me driving at night with a taillight out, I think this is huge, right? Sorry now, Volvo sedan, Acura, Integra, yeah. I'm getting so many messages. Hey, Cristopo, good to see you, buddy. But yeah, with this car, I think this car definitely leans more towards a Honda. Definitely at least a possible Honda. Oh, it's because I moved that stuff, didn't it? I'm not playing the original video. Yeah. One last time, and then we'll finish up here because we started at 4. Yeah, so I don't want to go much longer, but because there's stuff I want to help behind the scenes with that I'm kind of working on something, but a lot of people, at least with this car, feel like it could be a Honda Accord. Again, one more time with the LED lights. I think the LED lights is big, in my opinion. I think that definitely kind of rules out a lot of cars, at least with this car. So we'll keep looking, but this is big, in my opinion. This is a step in the right direction, anyway. Oh, thank you, Jizz. Yeah. I appreciate everybody's input. I'm looking at all of it. Trust me. And again, I encourage everybody, if they can, please put what you believe, like what the 3M car, what you believe that is, in the Texas Roadhouse, what you may believe that is. I think that's huge. And we go from there. So it's a 2024 Honda Civic. Yeah, I get the 2023 Honda Accord. So I think it just kind of depends. But again, I'm going to play with it some more. So, but with that, I don't want to keep going much longer. I do appreciate everybody taking the time out of their day to tune in on the St. Patty's Day. I hope everybody has, who goes out and celebrates, has a safe, holiday, if you're celebrating that kind of thing. And make sure you have a DD if you're going out drinking. And with that, we'll be back Wednesday, and I'll try to clean up some stuff and then maybe speak with the team. Looks like I've got a car that I got to look at, and yeah, we'll go from there. Again, it could be a huge clue, could lead to something, or at least we knock something up. But still to this day, this car has not been, as far as I'm concerned, has been identified. It still plays into the main theory with the lights. It all, in my opinion, the puzzle pieces fit. So until someone comes and tears that down, it's still standing strong. And now we have more stuff to kind of work with. So again, I sent a Twitter out with the 2 screenshots with the side view and the back view, so people can take those. And of course, you can take anything from my show. And with that, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Getting tongue-tied here. Still getting a lot of... Yeah, if you can, please put in the comments after the show's done. And then I'm sure people will upvote or downvote, and then we'll just kind of... I'll take a look at them when I can. So, all right, guys. Thank you, mods. God bless you guys so much for your hard work. Hopefully, Nightbot was doing its job. And thank you to anybody who did sent to like a PayPal or a Venmo. It does help the channel. So, and thank you to all my members, Patrons, and the people that support this channel. So, all right, guys. We'll see you guys Wednesday, unless there's something big. Then I go live tomorrow. But if not, we will see you guys Wednesday. Much love.